What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua has been approached to fight in the African nation that staged the Rumble in the Jungle, okay? The Democratic Republic of Congo, then called Zaire in 1974, when Muhammad Ali's rope-a-dope tactics outfoxed George Foreman in a legendary heavyweight title fight, now wants to host an Anthony Joshua fight, okay? Eddie Hearn states that there has been an approach. Joshua's manager told Sky Sports, and Joshua has proudly spoken of his Nigerian heritage, and a fight in Africa following in Ali's famous footsteps is on the bucket list, okay? Now, this is important, I think, and I believe it's on his bucket list because of his African heritage. And not only because of his African heritage, on what historic event went down in Zaire, okay? Backstory on Zaire, okay? The country was at war at the time, okay? Don King was an experimental promoter that happened to promote this fight. It had a lot of obstacles. You had gunfire. You had a lot of things going on. You had George Foreman with the stuff that went on with him. He got cut in sparring. He never got cut in sparring before. His dog got sick. You know, Ali was taken by the crowd. Okay, he was loved by the crowd. They adopted Ali, and they were saying, you know, Ali Boombaye, Ali Boombaye, you know, and which means kill him, right? And George Foreman, you know, had bad vibes. He thought the place was cursed because of the things and the incidents that happened at the time. And he got knocked out in round 8. Okay? So I don't think George Foreman to this day ever went back to Africa. Okay? You know, because he already had a funny feeling about that. But that would be classic if Anthony Joshua would fight in Africa. Now, me counterpunching this, if he's going to fight in Africa, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Zaire, okay, old Zaire, that has to be an opponent that's worth coming there for. You can't go in the footsteps of Ali and Foreman, okay? And a lot of people thought that was a mismatch, people, you know, because, you know, of course, we know the triangle theories of Frazier beat Ali, then Foreman beat Frazier, then we thought Foreman was going to run over Ali. Wrong, okay? And that was a classic event, and I think, yes, it would be good for them to stage a fight with Anthony Joshua because of his link to his African heritage. However, that opponent has to be someone worth something. And I know he's no slouch. I'm not saying that Anthony Joshua's a slouch or anything like that, but that has to be a fight that opponent has to be worthwhile, okay? That has to be a Wilder, okay? That has to be, it couldn't be Fury because that's going to be a UK fight. But, you know, that has to be a fight that's worth something. And, you know, me counterpunching, in my opinion on this, Deontay Wilder, what people don't know, Deontay Wilder has, you know, looked up his African heritage, and he has a great deal. Most of his pie is from Africa, you know, the Ivory Coast. I think it's some Senegal in there, but he was posting that. This was a couple years ago, okay? And he was posting that to make a point, like, hey, I have more African in me than you, okay? If that's the case, why not bring 2 Africans to Africa, okay? African American that claiming his African heritage, and a British African that claims his African heritage. I would say that fight would be classic if Deontay Wilder takes on Anthony Joshua in the Democratic of Congo, okay? Because that would be one of those fights that would live up to the hype. It would be worth the while, win, lose, or draw for whatever, whoever wins. Because somebody more than likely will get knocked out, you know? And if someone got knocked out, okay, then that particular venue is warranted, okay? Because you don't want, again, you don't want to go there taking on, who else? Who could be? Adam Kalnaki or Joseph Parker rematch or something like that, which is not really likely to happen. But, you know, and Dillian White and Tyson Fury, those guys are UK. That's a UK local favored fight. You know, I can see them hosting that there. I don't see them doing that. But if he's going to go to the Democratic of Congo, I think he needs to have an opponent worthwhile, and no better opponent than Deontay Wilder, the Bronze Bomber, and the Landlord. You know, have a classic showdown in Africa. That would be epic. And we can't say he doesn't fight abroad. And then that's him showing that he is a world champion, that he does fight all over the world, okay? Because a lot of people get this misconception of, oh, well, I'm the world champion. I'm like Mayweather. I'm the world champion, but I only fight in Vegas. Or I'm the world champion, I only fight in the UK. No. This guy just fought in Saudi Arabia, people. So, of course, that would be a fight worth having. You know, he just went to Nigeria. I think he would feel comfortable there. You know, we'll see. But I think that would be an awesome idea. And I think that opponent should be Deontay Wilder. I don't think that the Joshua-Deontay fight should be in America. You know, I think that it would be, you know, I would prefer it in Africa. You know, now that he's being approached by the country of Congo, why not? Let's see that fight. You guys tell me what you think about Anthony Joshua fighting in Zaire. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.